Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Lumb TV channels, where we used to discuss about the latest trend in Sweden, the latest law, the latest update, the latest gist about what is going on or what is going to happen here in Sweden. My name is Richard, and I'm coming to you live here in Sweden, in Stockholm, the capital city of Sweden. We have a very bright sunny day today. Today is Sunday, the 14th of August, and everywhere is bright because we are having a very fantastic weather here in Sweden now. We are in summer anyway, so we are enjoying ourselves to the fullest. Please, my viewers, I would like you to share this video, press the subscription button, the icon bell right down over there in YouTube, and press the share button too if you are watching me on Facebook. Today we shall be talking about something very important, especially for we, the foreigners, the immigrants here in Sweden. We are talking about the Swedish language test for the people that are aspiring or are wishing to be a future Swedish. So we are discussing about it because this is one thing that many people doesn't know about, and this is something that is going to really changes the status of so many people if they are not really prepared for it. So without much ado, let me just go straight to the point. The Swedish language test was being proposed in the parliament by the ruling party, which is Social Democratic Party, in conjunction with their coalition parties, other parties that made up the government. So they are proposing this because they want the future people that are going to be citizens in Sweden to be able to integrate well, to be able to know more about their civil duties, and to know more about the culture of Sweden, Swedish cultures, and about the norms of the Swedish society. So they are now passing this, they are now making this proposal, so that at the end of the day, if it eventually comes to law, it's going to be something that everybody have to do before you can become a Swedish citizen. Anyway, as I said earlier on, is a proposal. It's not yet being passed into law, but we need to continue to talk to ourselves and try to inform ourselves and try to sensitize ourselves about all this kind of issue, because it's something that is going to affect each and every immigrant here in Sweden, especially those ones that still have some years to go to become citizens of this our great country, Sweden. And in Europe, we have, apart from Sweden, we have other two countries that does not impose language test upon the foreigners that want to acquire their citizenship. We have the Netherlands, which is Ireland, and we have not Netherlands, sorry. We have Ireland and we have Bulgaria. I beg my pardon. I beg your pardon. We have Ireland and Bulgaria, not Netherlands. So these two countries with Sweden are the only three countries in Europe that doesn't impose language test for their citizens, for the people that lives in that country to be able to get the Swedish citizenship. You know, so, and the reason for that is a lot. They give a lot of reasons why this is so, and that one will be in another video entirely, which we are going to discuss again about in any of my subsequent video that I'm going to do. But right now, we need to move on. So what is this Swedish test? What is it going to look like? What is the format? How do I go about it if, assuming today I want to do the test? Well, it's divided into two parts. We have what they call level A2, which involve the speaking and the writing aspect of the test. In other words, you should be able to write and speak, at least, if not even professionally, but at least you should be able to speak. Somebody should be able to understand you. You should be able to reply, and you should be able to do what? You should be able to write, at least write, and people will be able to read and understand what you are writing or what you wrote. So that is part one. Part two is the reading and the listening aspect, which they call it level B1. So that means you need to pass A2, Then you advance to B1 before you are now eligible to be able to apply for Swedish passport. So now, the test itself is something that when you are able to pass it, you'll be able to eligible for Swedish passport. But if it happens that people have applied for the passport before the law comes into effect, okay, before the law that is going to make it mandatory for anybody that wants to take the Swedish citizen to take the test, probably you have, for example, probably you have already put in for the passport last month or 3 months ago or 6 months ago, then this law comes into effect. It's not going to affect you. In other words, it's not a retroactive law, except the government changes their mind. So if you have already put in before this law comes in, it won't affect you. But if you have not, you are just deciding to become a Swedish citizen, you are applying for passport, then it's going to affect you. You have to go through it. And when are they even saying they are going to, even at all, this test is going to come into force? When is it going to be? It's going to be by January 1st, 2025. I repeat, January 1st, 2025, which is about 3 years time, or less than 3 years anyway, because we are in August now. So there's still room for people to get prepared, to make their mind, to make up my mind that, okay, if this comes to this, then I need to do the test. So there's enough time for people now to work on their Swedish, to go to SFE, to learn how to read, to listen to news in Swedish. There are a lot of things you can do now to make sure you upgrade your Swedish language before that time. So but as it is, this has been happening. I mean, this proposal has been on for many years in Sweden. For more than 20 years, Swedish government, each subsequent government that comes into power always propose this, that okay, this that we need to do, people need to do language tests and that, but none of them has been able to really finalize on it. So some people even say, I don't think Sweden will ever do that. But now we are in an election year in Sweden, so anything can happen. So it will be advisable for people that really want to get Swedish citizen in the future to start working on their Swedish language right now. Meanwhile, quickly before I go, this law does not apply to everybody, according to the publication from government. There are some people that are exempted from this this language test. The first one are the Nordic citizens. Nordic citizens simply means the other Scandinavian countries that made up the Nordic bloc. We are talking about, apart from Sweden, we are talking about Norway, Denmark, Finland, and of course Iceland. So if you are a citizen of those countries, you may not do language tests before you can apply for Swedish passport, because there's a kind of consideration for them. Why? Because they are from similar cultures, similar language, similar food, similar way of doing things, so they consider them. But then another clause again pertaining to Nordic citizens is that any Nordic citizen that want to apply for Swedish citizenship without language test must apply through notification. So in other words, if you are from Denmark and you would like to be a Swedish, then you want to be a Swedish, you need to apply through notification, not through application. There are two different ways. There are two different things. Application for citizenship is different from notification of citizenship. There are two different things. We shall discuss that in a subsequent videos which I'm going to do. So please don't forget to subscribe and push the notification bell and share click the share button and try to notify others and share this video. Let it go viral so that this information will go as fast as possible. Meanwhile, the other people that are exempted again from this language test are the vulnerable people that have a very vulnerable background. Well, I'm talking about people that are stark illiterate, people that cannot read, they cannot write. They came to Sweden stark illiterate. They are old. They couldn't go to SFA school and learn languages. They couldn't improve their way of learning language or improving their speaking language. Those ones are exempted. And of course, people that are physically and mentally affected too, they are exempted. So of course, everybody knows that underage children that are underage between the year of 0 to I think 15 or 16, they don't go for language test either because they are underage. So that is how it is today. My name is Richard once again. I'll be coming back again next week for another topic that I know is very important for our people that are foreigners in Sweden, that they want to know what is going on, that can affect their life one way or the other. And I'll be here next week so that we can discuss better. Please, I welcome your comments below. I welcome your ideas. I welcome any other thing that can make this channel to grow. Please do so. Do get in contact. Thank you very much, and God bless.